Our escapees have very different ideas of what their new country life might look like.
We've got you 7 acres.
Wow!
And how much it might cost.
She is being a bit too optimistic. Just to give you a clue.
Okay, go ahead.
But escape with us and we'll do our best to challenge your vision.
We thought that we hated you, but no, we love you.
And deliver the dream home you never knew you wanted.
Oh, Jules, you've floored us with this one.
Isn't this stunning?
Scotland is blessed with some 30,000 lochs, an estimated 2,000 castles, more than 90 inhabited islands, and over 10,000 miles of coastline, including this stretch in Moray, voted as some of the most beautiful and unspoiled coast in the world.
Now, it's going to come as no great surprise to learn that Moray has some fabulous inland landscapes, but it's also lucky enough to have some 35 miles of coastline that it can call its own too. Popular, no surprise, with tourists and locals alike, but at this time of year, it's also temporarily home to thousands of both harbour and grey seals swimming on their backs, chilling it out. There could not be a better scene setter for any escape to the country.
You'll find Moray in northeast Scotland, sandwiched between the council areas of Highland to the west and Aberdeenshire to the east.
I moved to Moray about 20 years ago, straight from university. Only intended to move here for a year and really got the bug for everything that Moray has to offer. It's quite a special place. Nothing's that far away. It's not a huge county, so nothing's that far away, but you've got beaches, you've got mountains, you've got forests. It's quite a special area.
The beautiful coastal reserve of Spey Bay has the largest shingle beach in Scotland, and the 50-mile Moray Coast Trail, one of the country's most scenic long-distance walking routes, passes through traditional harbour towns. One such place is Cullen, with its fishermen's cottages, Bonny Beach and the much photographed viaduct. Now a walking trail, it leads to another of Moray's standout landmarks, Bowfiddle Rock.
One of the great joys, of course, of working on Escape to the Country isn't just having the chance to enjoy some of the UK's more exotic species, it's also helping people make life-changing moves for their futures, transforming lives. And it always starts in the same way, with a phone call from the Escape to the Country hotline. And that's a call that today's buyers were delighted to receive.
Beep, 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 beep. Come on. Come on, girls. Good girls. Come on. Beep, beep, beep.
Meet Maria, a higher education consultant originally from Venezuela, and Danielle, a recently retired police sergeant born and bred in Lancashire. They share their 2-bed terrace a couple of miles from the Lancashire town of Garstang with dog Tilly, their 2 cats Leo and Millie, and 26 chickens.
Well, this is Lisa, this is Lucy, White Rose, Bluebell, the grey chicken, and Henry.
Avid nature and wildlife enthusiasts, the couple want to escape the hubbub of busy village life for somewhere they can pursue their passions.
So these are just a few of some of the wildlife photographs I've taken this year.
And they crave somewhere far more remote, secluded and surrounded by nature.
I'm looking forward to living in a place that has plenty of space, safe space for our pets, in which we can roam around and enjoy everyday life as it comes.
I think really it's just spending more quality time together, isn't it? Yes. That we're looking forward to in a really beautiful place.
New chapter.
Maria and Danielle are after a detached property with an open plan layout, 3 bedrooms and at least half an acre of land. They also want their new home to be as energy efficient as possible or have the potential to become so, and they have a budget of £400,000.
I'm really intrigued about Maria and Danielle's move this week. They've been well supported in their life in Lancashire with access to convenience stores, supermarkets, doctors on tap, all that sort of stuff. Life up here is not that easy, but what it gives you in return, of course, is a genuine sense of splendid isolation, and clearly that is one of the things that is high on their list.
But before we head off to our first property, I'm meeting Maria and Danielle at Cullen Beach.
Wow, look at this for a bracing start to your escape to the country, guys.
It's beautiful.
Hear that?
Yeah, absolutely
gorgeous.
stunning.
That's what you're after, isn't it? The sound of nature.
Absolutely. Yes,
And I know you both have a real interest in wildlife and the great outdoors.
absolutely.
But let's just talk, if we can, about the creatures that are coming with you, because you've got hens, dogs, cats.
Yes.
There's quite a lot of you to fit in, aren't there?
Well, and she wants more.
Please.
She wants alpaca, mini goats.
Whatever
She'd
we
have
can
more.
fit in
If
the
we had more
land.
land, she'd have more.
Yeah.
So we might be looking for a kind of mini zoo for you, Maria.
If possible, yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Well, I am really looking forward to showing you around. It's a beautiful part of the world.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Shall we?
Yes,
absolutely.
Come on, let's go.
Our first stop is the hamlet of Cloghan. It's 4.5 miles from the small fishing town of Buckie that overlooks the Moray Firth. A hub for the surrounding villages, Buckie has a working harbour and is popular with families who seek out the stone-built Victorian properties that line the seafront. A 15-minute drive away, tucked along a single track in an elevated and secluded spot, sits our first property.
Well, look at that view behind us.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Well, what do we think of this then?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Isn't it a beautiful
House in the
location?
forest.
Yeah?
Yeah, it
Gorgeous.
is. Yeah.
It is.
Single track.
Yep.
That view from there.
Yeah.
Well, as you can probably tell, this is not that old. It's only about 7 years old, but it has
Oh,
been
really?
built to make the best of its position.
Yes. It's really a blank canvas, the garden and the area all around, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
To put your mark, and it's just stunning. Tick all the boxes.
Well, so far it does.
Let's see what you think of the inside. Come and have a look.
yes.
A modern take on the classic crofter's dwelling, the vendor built this kit house back in 2015 and, as you might expect, it's bursting with eco-credentials. It was constructed using structural insulated panels, or SIPs, a method that dramatically reduces heat loss by minimising air leakage and maximising insulation. An air source heat pump heats the house, resulting in significant reductions of carbon emissions and reduced energy bills, as outside air is used for all the building's heating and cooling needs.
Right. Come on in.
Wow.
This may not be what you were expecting.
Wow.
Beautiful
Very
kitchen.
nice. Look at the view from
I
here.
love it. I love the open plan.
I do. It's very light.
And what about the kitchen space? Is that going to be enough?
Well, I love it. That's my area.
Also, down here on the ground floor is a utility room, the family bathroom, and a double bedroom that could be used as an office, a guest room, or indeed both. And upstairs, there's more living accommodation.
There.
Oh, wow.
Come on in.
Oh, wow. Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
No, I knew you weren't.
Whoa.
I think this would be
Very
you.
cozy. And yeah, we have, I could put the sofas. Yeah,
It's beautiful.
plenty of room here.
This is the real joy of this one, because it's been designed and built so recently, and they've gone for this upside-down arrangement to make the best of those views.
You're literally looking out in every direction. You're looking at just nature.
And that was in my bucket list. Every window I want to see nature and green.
Yeah, exactly.
You got it.
There you go.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
2 further bedrooms lie up here. This one currently has 2 single beds but would happily house a double. And then there's this one.
So this would, I think, be your bedroom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Good size. Yeah.
Absolutely. A kind of spot. an
Ensuite shower room there.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely walk-in wardrobe.
Oh, that's my department.
And more storage in here, actually.
Oh,
Yes.
excellent, yeah. It's good size.
It is.
So having seen everything that inside has to offer, I'm sending them off to explore outside on their own. The house sits on a plot of just under an acre, with the forest edge forming part of the boundary. The grounds are mainly grassed, with plenty of spots for keen fruit and veg grower Maria to plant up, as well as space for some outbuildings.
So you'd fence it off,
Yeah.
so it's safe for the hens.
Yes.
And you'd have
Yes,
hardly
definitely, yes.
two sheds.
Yes, yeah, permanent buildings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
permanent structures. One for them as the chicken coop, one for all the storage of all the stuff,
Yes.
the food,
Yeah, I
etc.
like that, yes.
Yeah.
You know, when we began this house search in this corner of Scotland, I was really hoping we would find properties like this. The Kit House is becoming part and parcel of the architectural future of this area, and my goodness me, aren't they absolutely gorgeous?
I get the sense that Maria and Danielle are as taken with this property as I am, but will they be quite so enamoured with the price?
So let's have a think about how much this might cost you then. Danielle, what do you think? You can go first.
325,000.
£325,000.
Am I being a bit too optimistic?
She's being a bit too optimistic. Just to give you a clue.
Okay, go hint. Okay, I'm going to be hopeful and we'll say 345.
£345,000.
Yeah, okay.
This is currently on the market, bearing in mind Scotland, as you know, slightly different terms and conditions.
Yes.
Offers over £350,000.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
This contemporary eco-kit house boasts an open-plan kitchen, dining, living room, a utility room, a bright lounge and 3 double bedrooms. Nestled in a secluded spot of just under an acre, it's on the market for offers over £350,000.
I think this property is really a contender. I can see myself in the morning just getting up and just looking out at that beautiful, magnificent view, stretching myself and breathing fresh air, which is very much a dream, really.
I'd be very impressed if he can top this. It's a stunning, it really is a stunning location and property. So yeah, Jules has done very well for the first house.
I think you'd be very happy staying here for a long time, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely, yes, a dream home.
However, there is more to see.
Oh.
Can we better it?
Oh, well, that's a
Come on.
challenge.
It's going to be interesting.
Many of the market towns we visit have interesting claims to fame, but Forays, just off the Moray coast and one of Scotland's oldest towns, really does take the biscuit. It was once the home of Sir Alexander Grant, the creator of none other than the crumbly digestive that we know and love today, and that you may well even be enjoying right now. But there's a lot more to Forays than just tasty tea-time treats, as the town's baker will tell you.
To be honest, I really love it. I think it's a great place to live. It's got a real community spirit about it. I feel it's not too big and it's not too small. The high street's really lovely, and what I like about it, there's not many national chains. They're all individual, privately owned companies. Everybody's friendly on the high street as well. I would recommend it to anyone.
And with such high praise, we recommended the town for Danielle and Maria to spend an afternoon in.
That's really pretty.
Wow.
It reminds me a bit of Edinburgh.
Unfortunately, it's raining, but local landlord Gordon Brailsford, owner of one of the many family-run businesses in the town, has taken pity on our pair and kindly invited them in for a hot drink, a chance to dry out and to fill them in on what the town has to offer.
So what goes on in this town generally? What does the community get up to?
Where do we start? We have the Finhorn Bay Arts Festival, which celebrates all types of culture. We're known for hosting huge events in our local park. We did a thing called Piping Hot, which was the European Pipe Band Championships.
Oh, fantastic.
It was great, and what was good about that was it was community-led. We are lucky that we have a project called Transition Town, and it's like a community-based allotment. So people are growing the things that they eat. There's a purpose-built complex with raised beds and gardens, so people are growing all their own fruits and experimenting with products that don't usually sell here or grow here,
amazing.
rather. So yeah, loads of things like that to get involved in.
Fantastic.
I'll be able to learn a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Community spirit is something this town holds in high regard. A band of committed volunteers maintains the colourful flower beds of Grant Park, which is also home to the 21-metre-high Nelson's Tower.
Wow.
That's where we're going.
Oh dear.
Right to the top of that.
And after climbing its 97 steps,
Oh dear me. Are we there yet?
visitors are rewarded with a 360-degree view across the Moray countryside.
Oh wow. Wow. Look at this.
Beautiful.
How
Stunning.
beautiful
Look
is
at the view
this
from over there all the way across.
How beautiful
It's
is that?
lovely, isn't it?
It's just stunning.
And by my reckoning from here, you can see our next property. We're heading east now to the small village of Cornhill in neighbouring Aberdeenshire, where we've found another slice of Scottish solitude with this, our second kit house of the day. Clad with Siberian larch, this single-storey home also boasts 360-degree views of the surrounding countryside. And whilst it might look rather similar to the property we saw this morning, I can tell you that it's an entirely different proposition.
So what do we think of this one then?
Wow.
Wow. It's in an amazing location. The house is really pretty.
Yeah.
There's a few things to really kind of consider with this one before we get inside. I think you'll love what you find within, but outside we've got you 7 acres.
Whoa.
Wow!
All
Wow!
my pygmy goats and my alpacas.
You see?
Wow.
That's good. Yeah.
But it
Wish
also
list.
comes with a bit of a bonus as well. You may hear some barking in the distance. Over there, that white building, is a commercial kennels, which comes with the property. Now, you can take that business on if you want. It currently is good for £40,000 to £50,000 a year.
Wow.
Nice, that's lovely. Yeah.
Now, I know you've not been looking for an extra income, but my goodness me,
It's an option.
if you're retiring and you are animal lovers, they've got clients that regularly use that and might miss it if it were no longer available. So it's something to consider.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Even if you did it for 2 or 3 years.
That's definitely something
Yes.
different to think about.
And yes, definitely.
Interesting.
Let's see if the house is. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Already I can sense that this property is captivating them. Built in 2012, it has an environmental impact rating of A, meaning it's amongst the most environmentally friendly homes with lower CO2 emissions.
Here we are.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Baby.
wow.
Well, we'll start with this.
Oh, wow. Very
how
nice. Very
pretty.
cozy.
Really pretty. See,
Lovely.
again, the dining room table.
Ah, beautiful. Look at the fire.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God. It's cozy.
It's really farmhouse
Very
type.
homely.
Yeah.
Different feel to the first one.
Yes.
More traditional.
Yes. It just feels really warm, cozy. This room in itself feels really
Yes,
cozy.
Yes.
And that cosy feeling continues next door in the living room.
Lovely. Another fireplace in there.
Another patio doors out onto the decking. How pretty is
And
this?
the views, so you don't need to
Yeah,
be
you're
here.
looking at, again, something that you asked for.
Yes.
To be able to see nothing
Nature.
but out of every window. You're not seeing much more than nature here, are you?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'm leaving Danielle and Maria to explore the rest of the house now. As well as a utility room with separate access to the outside, there's a family bathroom that serves the property's 3 bedrooms. The smallest is set up as an office. This one is used as a guest bedroom, and the largest of the 3 has sliding doors out onto the terrace.
Very pretty room.
Very good size
Beautiful.
and light.
But I'm very surprised with this. There's so much space.
Yes.
I am really pleased that this property seems to be working for those two, because it does offer so much and much, much more than they were ever hoping for. But my goodness me, what a package it represents.
One of the biggest draws for our nature-loving couple has got to be the 7.5 acres of land on offer here.
All these areas where they're obviously keeping it really natural, you could definitely
have different
beehives.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine you putting your raised beds somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a choice as to where you'd put your raised beds.
Yes.
The owner tells me that deer, foxes and hares are all regular visitors, along with a family of badgers who enjoy frequent nighttime soirees and are rather partial to peanut butter.
Can you imagine if they've got deer?
Yes.
So they have to have fencing that tall for the
Yeah,
deer?
well, we don't mind the deer.
Wow.
There's no doubt about it. This house really delivers the nature-rich lifestyle Danielle and Maria are yearning for.
A lot of land to be able to enjoy.
Ah, dear, dear.
What about it?
It's amazing.
Had a good look?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Wow.
So, Maria, should we get to that moment when we discuss the price?
I'll be hopeful and I will say offers over £380,000.
Offers over £380,000.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be a little bit higher, definitely higher than that. I definitely think it's going to be offers over 400,000.
Okay. It's currently on the market for offers over 300.
Oh.
That's the good news.
Oh, yeah.
And £90,000.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're in the right sort of territory. It is spending all of your money,
Yes.
but consider it against the fact that it comes potentially with an earning
Yeah, business support.
Yeah.
income of nearly £40,000 to £50,000.
This secluded timber-clad bungalow boasts a kitchen diner, a cosy living room and 3 bedrooms. Sitting in the middle of 7.5 acres, with a viable kennel business on site, it's on the market for offers over £390,000.
Well, no surprise with these two. What happens next is going to be a very animated conversation. Will it result in a sale? It could, and in my view, it should.
Well, it's amazing, isn't it? It's got a huge amount of land, it's got a huge amount of potential. The house itself is really pretty.
It's very cute.
There's a task that's been set for us to consider the business side of it.
Yes.
With the kennels.
And it's just, we won't be able to rest now.
No, we'll be working again in retirement.
Yeah, so we're loving it. Scary, because it's another very strong contender.
Well, if Maria and Danielle were to make this house their home, they'd find all their day-to-day needs catered for in the fishing town of Portsoy, a 15-minute drive away. And here, at the picturesque 17th century harbour, we found a spot to pause and reflect on our day.
How are we feeling about the properties we've seen so far then?
Challenged.
Challenged?
Challenged with regard to decide which one is best, because they both have so many boxes that it takes for us.
Yeah.
So, lot of food for thought.
Yeah.
And Danielle, I know that part of this move is all about getting you closer to wildlife. Your passion for capturing what's out there, you know, you're not going to be wanting here, are you?
Spoiled. Absolutely going to be totally and utterly spoiled. I mean, even today looking at the houses that we've seen, the wildlife that's been around, it's amazing. It's there.
Yeah.
So it'll be fantastic capturing it. Yeah, absolutely.
Should we have a look at what's over the sea wall?
Oh, yes,
oh, yes, please.
Come on then, let's see what we can find, because your camera's better than mine.
Visitors to Portsoy may be lucky to catch a glimpse of one of the Moray Firth's most celebrated residents. The pods of bottlenose dolphins, which can be seen swimming and playing close to the shoreline. And whilst they aren't coming out to play for us today, we're not short on other wildlife.
Yeah. Is it a cormorant?
Yeah, it was, yes.
Not a shag?
Look at those two. We often talk about the call of the wild, indeed the call of the sea. Clearly, this coastline is also working its magic upon Danielle and Maria, and so it should. And it builds on everything that we have seen today. This bit of the country really does offer them everything they're after. And it's clear to me, they already seem very much at home.
Now, if you're seeking a new life in the Scottish countryside, you're not alone. Latest figures reveal that Scotland's population is shifting, with numbers in cities dwindling, whereas those in many rural areas are rising. And whilst the average price of a detached house in Scotland will set you back just under £345,000, that's still £110,000 under the UK average. Here in Moray, the pennies will stretch even further, with a detached house costing on average just over £219,000.
You can certainly get, sort of quite a lot for your money, particularly if you're moving to the area from sort of out with city centres, and if you're moving to sort of the northeast of Scotland from down in England, your money will certainly go, sort of much further. And I think, given the fact that we're such a nice sort of rural area with good school systems and everything as well, I think a lot of people have realised that they don't need to stay in a city anymore and can move to sort of rural towns and offer their children a sort of better lifestyle, which has certainly helped our market greatly.
So take a look at what's available to buy right now. This detached Scandinavian-style bungalow has an open-plan kitchen living room, 2 bedrooms and a shower room, and is on the market for offers around £150,000. For those with bigger budgets, this substantial detached family home in the hamlet of Longmorn boasts a kitchen dining room, a light living room and 4 bedrooms. Offers over £700,000 could secure it as yours. Or how about a short break in one of these wigwam lodge pods, which can sleep up to 4 adults? With open-plan living, dining and sleeping quarters, separate shower rooms and wood-fired hot tubs as optional extras, prices start from £90 per night. Well, at the end of play yesterday, I was pretty certain that we had got both Danielle and Maria 2 really good options for them to mull over, and they were, I can tell you, talking about them long into the night. But today, well, it is another day. It is Mystery House time. What they are about to see, I can assure you, they will not be expecting. Will it throw a spanner in the works? I'm pretty certain that it will. We're making our way to the coastal town of Lossiemouth, often hailed as the jewel of the Moray Firth. The town's 7,000 or so residents are blessed with 2 sandy beaches, the 3-mile-long West Beach and East Beach, easily accessed by a bridge from the Esplanade. A haven for swimmers, sandcastle builders and surfers, yep, even in October. On the outskirts of Lossiemouth, a 10-minute drive from the sea, we're here to explore this utterly unique property, our Mystery House.
Well, while Maria and Danielle enjoy the delights of Lossiemouth, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of our Mystery House. Now, no surprise on Escape to the Country, when we select our Mystery Houses, we do like to take a little bit of creative licence. That is what we've done here, particularly when we know that the properties that have come before it have absolutely hit the mark. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking this was in Massachusetts, but wait till you see what's on offer inside. Now, ordinarily, I would take you into the living room, or maybe the kitchen, but on this occasion, we're going upstairs. And this is why. The view of the kitchen diner, one
quite unlike many I've ever seen before. Maria and Danielle have been completely focused on a lifestyle surrounded by nature. But there's an opulence to this property which I think could make them rip up their wish list. Wow, good morning.
Morning,
Good morning.
Jules.
How are we?
Very well, thank you.
Very well.
Let's see if I'm right. It's very different to everything we've shown you so far. Up front, this doesn't come with any acres.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
All right, you can see the immediate surroundings. This is what you get.
Yes.
But I can assure you, this is so unique. You will not have been expecting to see anything like this on your travels.
Okay.
Beautiful. Wow.
It looks
It's gorgeous, looks
doesn't it?
itchy to go in.
Yeah?
Yes,
Come on then.
definitely.
Just like our two previous properties, this 6-year-old home is also a kit house, but this one took 3 years to complete. Get ready. Due to the intricate detail and bespoke design inside. Wow, this is what greets you.
Oh, wow.
Goodness. Oh my God, look at this.
Let the opulence
Yes,
surround you.
it's stunning.
So
Your
well
entrance,
made.
as soon as you walk in, it's like,
Oh
wow.
my God.
This isn't the best bit.
Oh, what?
There.
Oh my God. How you do that to
Oh,
us?
this is
We're making
stunning.
decisions yesterday.
Oh, Jules, you floored us with this one. Isn't this stunning?
Look at that.
Well, over here, it's the island that dominates this side of the room. You've got a gorgeous utility room through there.
It's stunning.
It is stunning. It's wildest dream. I will never have
I mean,
thought
this
you can
room in
find
itself
something
is
like this.
just beautiful.
The owner of this property is an interior designer who's used the house as a showcase for his clients. Also down here on the ground floor is a luxury shower room for the use of 2 double bedrooms. Isn't this gorgeous?
It's just
Beautiful, beautiful.
And the runner. Nice to see stairs with a runner on.
Yes, absolutely.
lovely. Beautiful.
And then you've got this little indulgent study area overlooking
Oh,
Maria.
that.
Oh, how pretty.
what else can you ask for?
Well, how about a 5-star, truly sumptuous principal bedroom suite?
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
And you've got 2 walk-in
No.
wardrobes, one that way, one through there.
You are kidding.
No
oh, well, you'll be very
way.
happy.
But you get one each.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll have 1.5. Oh, wow. Oh, my
that's
God.
stunning.
See, that is a very well-designed house.
It is, isn't it? Can we have a look
Beautiful.
through
Please
here?
do. Have a look.
Oh, my God,
goodness
this is
me.
gorgeous.
Oh, look at that. It's another spa.
It is. It is a spa.
I've rarely heard such reactions to any property, but the excitement here is palpable, and so it should be. They're right. It's absolutely gorgeous. This property has got us all quite giddy with excitement, but we're about to temper that as we head outside to get down to business. So let's have a think about how much this is going to cost you.
I'm going to have to go close to the top of the budget and say offers over 395,000.
Offers over £395,000, yeah? Maria?
380, offers over 380.
Offers over £380,000. You will be delighted to know, I am sure, this has just been slightly reduced. They're now looking for offers over £365,000.
No way. No way.
Oh my God, when you do that to us, we need to think about so many things.
Go on, go and have another look around.
Oh my God.
Indulge yourselves. And why not? Because this property, let's face it, is all about indulgence. This unique, bespoke design detached home has an elegant entrance hall, a spectacular kitchen, living, dining room, a galleried study area and 3 bedrooms including a lavish suite. Sitting on a quarter of an acre plot, a 10-minute drive from the coast, it's on the market for offers over £365,000.
Yes, I think with the exception of the land issue, it's been knocked out of the ballpark on this property.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's just absolutely
It's a
stunning.
very, very strong contender.
Now.
Yes, so we will have a few sleepless nights.
The village of Findhorn on the Moray coast is home to the Park Eco-Village. Recognised by the United Nations no less as a world leader in best practice for holistic and sustainable living. I've come to meet a few of the 500 or so residents who call this pioneering global initiative home.
Place of calm, isn't it? In amongst all the buildings.
Yes, it is. It's like an oasis.
The community has received global commendation for researching solutions in numerous fields, including food production, energy systems, and the built environment.
Do you think there are models here that we can take into the future?
The future for me personally lies not so much in trying to copy what we have here, because this won't be possible to do everywhere. People are still going to live in cities and completely different lifestyles. I think that's really important, that people don't think, oh, we all have to do this. We all have to step out of our normal lives, of our normal jobs, live in eco-villages. That's not the solution. That's not possible. Yes, we can aspire to have more eco-villages. I'm all for that. But, you know, everybody can contribute. And just choose a little step and do the little step. And if you keep doing that, that's a big change. And you will inspire people, and people want to follow, and things change.
That gives me a lot of optimism for the future.
To wander around the village is to walk through a potted history of sustainable housing styles.
These have got the feel of post-war prefab Britain.
So these have been built, they are the first bungalows that have been built here in the 70s.
Available to all, the housing stock is a mix of privately owned and social housing, with solar panels and wind turbines to generate electricity, organic gardens, and an ingenious wastewater treatment system that was the first of its kind in Europe.
I just saw a for sale sign on one back there.
Yeah, if you're interested.
Well, who wouldn't be? I think they're fabulous.
There's an energy and passion here for real and lasting change, which often leads to some quite novel ideas.
The range of architectural styles here is absolutely fascinating, but I'm going to meet a man who built his house out of whiskey barrels.
Yes, this cluster of circular homes were constructed using marrying vessels, enormous drums used to blend mature whiskies from a nearby cooperage.
What a lovely thing to reuse, particularly, of course, in this part of the world. I gather you built this, what, 35, 40 years ago? And I can see around us other examples that have clearly followed suit, but you were setting a trend.
That's the way it turned out. I didn't have that intention.
And when you started this process, did you see yourself as a self-builder?
I had helped out in the maintenance department here. So I had a general familiarity with tools, but I also had a joiner help me. And then I had lots of Findhorn Foundation guests help me as well.
So you all learned together?
We all learned together.
But I guess that's at the heart of how this community began, this shared endeavour.
Indeed, indeed. That is how this community functions.
And what an inspiring community it is. This quiet part of northeast Scotland, a leading international player in meeting the human and natural challenges that the world now faces.
Well, what a week we have had. To say that these two are spoilt for choice is frankly a classic understatement. But choose, of course, they must at some point. Have they got there yet? I wonder. Wow. This is a bracing spot, isn't it, for our final conversation of the week? Goodness me, have you enjoyed it?
It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Jules. Yes.
And how confused are you, Maria?
Very. I mean, we thought that we hated you, but no, we love you.
I'll take that as a compliment.
We thought house number 2 was going to be contender. However, today's mystery house has completely thrown a curveball, hasn't it?
Definitely, yes. It is a dream home. It's
We were
a place
blown
we
away.
immediately feel at home. And it's every detail of the house fitted what we ever dream about having in a house.
So let's try and boil this down then, because I can see that you've yet to finally reach a conclusion. Property 2 gives you scope,
Yes.
gives you location, certainly gives you space, and it gives you income. The mystery house gives you a property with looks to die for, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give you that sense of splendid isolation.
No.
And when we first met, this was all about you coming out here to enjoy the natural world and photograph it and be immersed in this landscape.
Yes.
It is beautiful. I mean, it's not in a town or city, which is great. It's on a track, so it's fairly safe with the animals. But we still could have a few chickens, so we'll have
We
to
could
donate
reduce our
some.
numbers.
Yes.
I can see that you are talking yourselves into our mystery house, and why wouldn't you? It is absolutely stunning. I'm not going to press you for a final conclusion at this point. I don't think it's fair, actually, but I am confident that you are going to be making the move here sometime very soon. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, I look forward to hearing the good news, I hope soon, that you have finally made an offer and that this part of Scotland will be your new home.
And you will be welcome to visit and see what
That we will. Talking to Danielle and Maria just now, you might think we've ended on a somewhat inconclusive note, but it's not because they don't like what we've shown them. The trouble is, they are spoilt for choice, and in my experience, in many respects, that is a nice problem to have. But choose, of course, they must, and I am sure they will in due course. And fingers crossed, we'll be back here very soon to see how their new life in Scotland is treating them. I'll see you next time. Well, after some considerable thought, they ruled out both our houses. A case of too much land and not enough. But bolstered by what we showed them, they've had an offer accepted on a lochside bungalow in Argyll and Bute, West Scotland, and we wish them all the best for their move. If you would also like to escape to the country in Scotland, England, Northern Ireland or Wales and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.